Good morning to everyone. EC 8791 Embedded and Real-Time Systems Final Year 7th Semester ECE Regulation 2017 Unit 3 Embedded Programming. So in this embedded programming we are going to see about the components of embedded program, models of program, assembly, linking, loading, compilation techniques, program level performance optimization, program level energy and power analysis optimization, analysis and optimization of program size, program validation and testing. So in this first topic we are going to see about the components of embedded programs. So that components of embedded program will consist of the state machine, the buffer and queue. So these are all the components of embedded programs. A finite state machine style of describing the reactive system's behavior. So moreover, if the behavior is specified in the way, it is a natural write the program implementing the behavior of a state machine cycle. The state machine cycle style of programming is also an efficient implementation of such computations. So finite state machines are usually first encountered in the context of hardware design. So these are all the state machine example. So whenever I consider a seat driver example, whenever a seat drivers which is seat in the car driver, when he is not wearing in the seat belt, in the sense it will create some buzzer sound. So this is a case we are going to design the state machine. So whenever a driver is idle, no seat, it will create some buzzer sound. When he is seated, when which is no belt, it will create some buzzer sound. So when it's belted, when he is having that belt, automatically the buzzer sound will go in a idle mode. So that's the case we have designed this state machine. So this is a program format. So here we are having the four cases: the idle, seated and belted and buzzer. So corresponding program syntax, we are going to execute that particular seat belt example. The next one is program level performance analysis. So while we might hope the execution time of a programs could be precisely determined, this is a fact difficult to practice. The execution time of a program often varies with the input data values because those values select different execution paths of the program. So loops may be executed a varying number of times and different branches may execute blocks of varying complexity. So the cache has a major effect on program performances, and once the cache behavior depends on the part of data values input to the program, so execution times may vary even at the instruction level. So the floating point operations are most sensitive to the data values, but the in normal integer execution pipeline can also introduce the data independent variations. So the next one is stream oriented programming circular buffer. So it's another technique for the program models. So stream oriented buffer models a time to interval. So various types of inputs will be available in the circular buffer. So it will be shifted in the t1, t plus 1 and t plus 2, t plus 3. So the data will be stored in that particular buffer. So next one is the circular buffer example. It's a FIR example. So in this appearing below are the declaration of for the circular buffer and the filter coefficients assuming n number of taps in the filter has been previously defined. So to write the C code for the circular buffer based on the FIR filters, we need to modify the original loop slightly. So the zeroth element data may not be zeroth element of the circular buffer. We have to change the way in which access the data. Okay, so these are all the circular buffer. The next one is last one is queue. So queue also used in signal processing and event processing. So queues are whenever the data may arrive and depart at somewhat predictable times for or even or when variable amounts of data may arrive. A queue is often referred to as elastic buffer. So this is a queue example. So a first step designing the queue is to declare the array that will use the buffer. So the second step, the initialization them to same position. We had a value to the tail of the queue. We will increment the tail. So when we remove a tail for value from the head, we will increment the head. We reach the end of the array. We must wrap around these values. So these are all the examples about the queue program. Okay. So in the next class we are going to see about the models of programs. Thank you.